No, you didn't lose focus because you're lazy or weak. It didn't disappear. It got taken, quietly, gradually, without a fight. No alarms, no warning signs, just a slow slide into scattered. And the worst part? You said yes to all of it. One notification, one group chat, one seemingly harmless click. They didn't just steal minutes, they redirected you. And worse, you didn't resist. You allowed it. You enabled it. You collaborated. No one forced you. You let go. That's not losing control. That's surrender. But if you once gave it away, you can take it back. One piece at a time. And this video will show you how. Welcome to No Brain, Fix Habit. This isn't another motivational channel. We dissect your brain and question your life. Here we mix behavioral science with brutal honesty to rebuild habits that actually last. If you're tired of surface-level hacks and ready to rewire from the root, you're home. Part 1. Focus wasn't stolen, it was sold. You didn't just lose focus, you walked into a marketplace where your attention was the product. Every scroll, every click, every pause, all of it is tracked, measured, and sold. You're not the user, you're the inventory. And the people bidding for you? They don't want your focus. They want to fracture it. Because scattered attention doesn't just make you weaker, it makes you easier to control. A 2023 study from UC Irvine found office workers switch tasks every 47 seconds. That's not distraction. That's industrial design. You think you're scrolling freely, but really, you're inside an A/B test. They test what grabs you, then they weaponize it. The longer you stay confused, the longer they stay profitable. Because confusion keeps you moving, and movement looks like engagement, even if your brain is just spinning. In 2021, Facebook admitted its algorithms amplify outrage and anxiety because extreme emotions keep you online longer. That's not a glitch, that's the business model. Netflix autoplays the next episode to bypass your brain's natural pause. TikTok never gives you an ending because endings make you reflect, and reflection kills retention. Some days you open your laptop and can't even remember what you were supposed to care about. A 2022 study in Nature Human Behavior shows attention spans have shrunk 23% in the last decade. Not because we got weaker, but because the world got louder. So if your focus keeps collapsing, it's not your failure. It's the outcome of a system built to split you. Focus wasn't stolen, it was sold. And someone made billions. And the worst part, you don't even need them to steal your focus anymore. You're trained to give it away. Part 2. The world didn't just distract you, it taught you to forget where you were going. Every time your mind slips, it's not a flaw. It's because you're drowning in noise. A constant downpour. Notifications, offers, new videos, breaking news, AI suggestions. You're not failing, you're just living inside a signal storm. A 2023 study from the University of Chicago found the average person receives over 74,000 digital messages daily. When your brain processes too many signals, it disconnects from long-term goals. It's not that you don't have direction. You just can't hear it through the noise. It feels like movement. But it's mostly twitch and reflex, pushed around by whatever lands in front of you. That's not freedom. That's outsourced navigation. One post shifts your opinion, one ad derails your hour. Every signal is a steering wheel, and you're no longer driving, you drift off course. Not in leaps, but in tiny zigs and zags, until your original path feels like someone else's story. A 2022 NYU survey showed over 60% of young adults changed their main goal in under 2 weeks. Not because they lack desire, but because the system doesn't give them time to hold one long enough. They don't quit their dreams. Their dreams get buried under thousands of urgent things. The more random signals you consume, the quieter your inner voice becomes. And when you can't hear yourself, you start listening to everything else. That's how you lose yourself. No map, no enemy, no alarm. But if you were programmed to get lost, then there's also a way to rewrite the code. Part 3. If you don't protect it, something else will claim it. Have you noticed? Your brain is always looking for someone to follow. And if it's not you, it'll be something else. A loud enough voice, a consistent enough signal. And when you stop giving commands, the world sends its own. The algorithm doesn't care what you want. It just wants you to stay. Facebook, Netflix, TikTok, they're all ready to be your tour guide. Stop choosing your direction, and you get pulled into someone else's. You don't surrender control, you leak it bit by bit. One random video, one new goal, one foreign ideal. You didn't choose them. They seeped in while you weren't watching. A 2023 Stanford study found the brain forms behavioral orientation after just 7 repeated exposures. No agreement required, just exposure. You think you're still driving, but you're just in the back seat now. The danger is you don't feel the wheel leaving your hands. It's not stupidity, it's design. Once your brain gets used to being guided, it forgets how to choose. Like unused muscles shrink, so does your ability to navigate. A 2022 MIT experiment showed the prefrontal cortex weakens after just 5 days of consuming constant random content. Here's the paradox. The more you lose direction, the more you crave something to decide for you. And so you live like someone's in control, but you don't know who. It's not your fault. But grabbing the wheel back, that's your job. That's the one thing you can't outsource. So if you're ready to take the wheel back, start with a signal that's yours. Part 4. You won't feel ready. Do it anyway. Sometimes you feel lost, scattered, unsure where to even begin. You call it a lack of clarity. But here's the harder truth. It's your brain dodging the hard work. It's not really confused. It's just pretending it's not ready. And every time you think, I just need a little more time, you're helping it stall. It's not a need to reorganize your thoughts. It's a subtle defense mechanism. Your brain's better at faking than you think. It throws out reasonable ideas. Read more, get opinions, revise the plan. But underneath, it's just stretching the distance between you and the real work. It doesn't hate the work. It fears you'll do it imperfectly. That's when you start feeling lazy. But laziness isn't a feeling. It's fear wearing a mask. You're not afraid to work. You're afraid to do it wrong. And because you don't want to do it wrong, you do nothing at all. That's the brain's oldest trick. If I'm not sure I'll win, I won't play. But real life doesn't have winners and losers. Just people who show up and people who don't. Clarity doesn't come before commitment. It comes after. The more you wait for it, the further it drifts. Like tuning a radio, it only gets clear once you start adjusting. And you can't tune anything if you haven't even turned it on. Resistance loves wearing a reasonable face. So if you feel unclear, uncertain, not ready, you might be running your self-defense script. And if that's true, it's time to break the script with one small move. Part 5. If you want it back, take it back. Your focus didn't vanish. It leaked bit by bit through holes you didn't notice. Every conversation you didn't really want. Every app you kept just in case. Every tab you opened and never closed. It's not that you lack focus. You never drew the line. So today, don't try harder. Do the opposite. Reclaim your territory. Delete one app you haven't used this week. Leave one group you no longer care about. Mute one notification that never helps. Block one channel you scroll through, and always feel emptier after. You don't need a big reason. Just say, not anymore. And tomorrow, pick one more. This isn't minimalism. It's reclaiming control. Not to do more, but to finally do what you've chosen. You gave away your attention without realizing. Now it's time to take it back, one piece at a time. Because if you don't reclaim your attention, someone else will keep claiming it for you. I'll see you in the next video. This time, we're not just taking it back, we're redesigning the whole system.